Guys, welcome back to another Friday Fireside chat. Before we get started, just apologies if you hear some noise. Today we are in an extreme heat wave in Europe, so I have two fans going, the door open, so I live next to a road mirror. Maybe there's some sound you're going to hear, but sorry, literally melting today. It's almost 40 degrees Celsius, so I have to leave the door open. Also, it's going to be a bit of a solo episode today, so we're not going to have shared audio, going back to my original solo episodes. So let's dig in today. We're almost at the end of June, guys. The year is literally halfway over. Can you believe that? Time is going so fast, literally. Every day seems to be going faster than the last. Every month is faster than the last. And it's like, it's quite incredible because there's like so much going on. And I'm just trying to ground, calm down, settle, not be taken away by all of the chaos that's going on in the world. And as I've been mentioning repeatedly, returning to that center of equanimity. One of the most empowering ways you can do that, by turning away from the outside world and going back to yourself, is by learning to cultivate and express and own your individuality. This is the process of individuation, as Carl Jung said. Reparenting is a process of returning to yourself, repairing the relationship with yourself, allowing yourself to exist fully and confidently, trusting yourself. Is learning to realize that you are the only one who matters. Your opinion is the only one that matters. No one can judge you except yourself. Everyone in your life is yourself pushed out, as Neville Goddard says. So every time you have a conflict or an issue with someone or an expectation of someone's behavior towards you, it's all from your own internal expectation. And it's also a sign that you need to tell yourself a different story, which is easy and free to do. Well, it does take effort, repetition, and you have to find a way to, add some kind of emotional intensity to that repetition to maximize the effectiveness, but it's within your power. That's what I mean, you have more power than you realize. You truly do. And I know a lot of people are having stressful situations, in their lives, their finances, and their relationships, because there's a lot going on in the world. But never forget, do not be disturbed by this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. So many of the traditions, spiritual, religious, or whatever traditions that we've explored, have repeated the same message, even the philosophies that we've discussed. Not all, but many. The same message. The universe is mental. You are the creator of your own reality. You are literally painting the picture of your life as you live it. And so it's your responsibility. It's your right. You deserve to exist. You deserve to be happy. You deserve to have all of your needs met. And you deserve to share your light, because that is why we are here on Earth. To share your individuality, because each and every one of us is different. That's also how we can move towards valuing, respecting, and loving each other, because each one of us is different. We are not in a competition to compare against each other. That is the false reality that we have been forced into by the system of our society. But when we return to our true essence, we will truly see the magic of life much more easily, because the diversity will be all around us. And people will be allowed to confidently express who they truly are. And there's so much more of a life worth living than this artificially created society based on hyper-individuality, or individualism, not individuality, but individualism, the rejection of connection, all of these things that are really corrosive and cancerous to our individual health. Because we are all part of one whole. And expressing your uniqueness is how you contribute to that whole. It is your self-worth, it is your value, it is your power. And so today I just want to read a short poem. It's called Embracing Your Unique Light by Nora Sterling. As always, you can find the link in the show notes to read in its entirety. Embrace your unique light. In the realm of comparison, a poem I share, a tale of emotions that many may bear. When compared to another, we often feel small, inadequate, lesser, not measuring up at all. But let me remind you, dear soul, it's not fair to judge your worth based on another's affair. Each one is unique with a story untold, a journey of growth, both precious and bold. Comparison breeds envy, steals joy away, drowns us in sorrow day after day. Remember, my friend, you are a masterpiece, true. No need to compete or try to outdo. Embrace your own path, your strengths, and your light. For in being yourself, you shine ever so bright. You are enough just as you are, a shining star, no matter how far. Let go of comparisons. Break free from that chain. Embrace your uniqueness and let your true self reign. For in celebrating others without envy or strife, we discover the beauty in each of our lives. That's the end of the poem. As always, you can check out the link in the show notes, as I mentioned, by Nora Sterling. A beautiful, quick poem that summarizes everything that I just expressed to you in the beginning of this episode. Your individuality is your superpower, is each of our superpowers. And when we celebrate each other and praise each other and support each other in our individualities, as opposed to living in competition, fear, and independence, not individuality, independence, that blocks us from being able to support each other in our individuality, which then limits us and creates fear because we perceive there's a shortage of resources, and it just spirals. But the true beauty, and I think this is the new earth that we're moving into, is where we're all allowed to flourish and blossom, because ironically that is what is going to bring us into peace. When you are able to fully express your individuality and you are also supported and loved and seen in your individuality, you are at peace. So when we do that collectively, we are collectively at peace, which is the antithesis of what we are experiencing at the moment. You understand? Which is why I share the Rosicrucian information with you increasingly, as I have come to understand the gravity and importance of this organization and their mission to bring unconditional love and acceptance for self and others. So this weekend, don't forget to love those around you, to have fun, to play, to find joy, and to celebrate your own individuality. We're coming to a close. This is the end of June. The theme for this month has been cultivating self-worth and self-love. So reflect on that this weekend for the next few days, until I think Tuesday is the last day, or maybe Monday is the last day of the month. But take some time to reflect on this, your self-love and your self-worth. Do an exercise to write down who you are, And on the flip side, maybe take another post-it note, what do you call those, flashcards. On one side, list all of the characteristics that define your individuality. Not only characteristics, but the dreams, goals, the attributes, everything that defines your individuality. And on the flip side, make another list that's focusing on everything that you've done, even just from the beginning of this year as it relates to reparenting, because that also is a definition of your self-worth. Your willingness and ability to take control of your life and to steer yourself into a better direction. For, as the Rosicrucians say, you are the captain of your own ship. Have a great weekend, and I'll see you soon. Take care.